If you've ever lived with an iguana, you've probably asked yourself the same question. Why does it always climb to the highest place it can find? The tallest branch, the highest shelf, the top of the cabinet, even your shoulder. It doesn't matter how comfortable the lower spots are. Your iguana almost always wants to be above everything else. Is it trying to escape? Trying to dominate? Or does its brain see height in a completely different way than we do? Today, we're exploring why iguanas are obsessed with the highest place they can reach, and what that reveals about the hidden psychology of one of the world's most intelligent lizards. To understand your iguana, you first have to understand its ancestors. Wild green iguanas spend much of their lives high above the forest floor, not because they enjoy climbing, but because height dramatically increases their chances of survival. From above, they can spot predators earlier, choose escape routes faster, and avoid many dangers that never even reach the canopy. To an iguana, higher doesn't simply mean better. Higher often means safer. Imagine standing on a rooftop instead of inside a crowded street. Your view instantly changes. The same thing happens for an iguana. Every extra foot of elevation reveals more information. Movement below, open pathways, potential threats, possible food. Its brain is constantly gathering visual information, and the higher it climbs, the easier that job becomes. For an animal that depends on early detection, a better view can be the difference between surviving or becoming prey. Now think about something many owners experience. The moment an iguana is picked up, it immediately starts climbing. Across your arm, onto your shoulder, sometimes even toward your head. Many people assume it's trying to escape. Sometimes it is. But often, it's simply following one of the oldest survival strategies its species has ever known. When uncertainty appears, climb higher. Your shoulder isn't special because it's you. It's special because it's the highest place available. Researchers studying arboreal reptiles have noticed an interesting pattern. Animals that naturally live in trees often become calmer when they have access to elevated perches. Why? Because elevation provides options, more visibility, more escape routes, more control over the environment. Your iguana doesn't need to fight every danger. It simply wants enough time to see it coming. Sometimes, feeling safe begins with seeing farther. Have you ever moved your iguana to another perch, only to find it back in the exact same place a few hours later? That isn't stubbornness, it's familiarity. Wild iguanas often rely on favorite basking branches and trusted resting spots they already understand. Every branch has its own advantages: a certain amount of sunlight, a reliable escape route, a better view of the surroundings. When an iguana finds a place that consistently feels safe, its brain begins treating that location as a dependable refuge. Sometimes, the safest place isn't the newest one, it's the one that has never failed before. Watch an iguana climbing carefully through branches. It rarely rushes. Before every step, it pauses, looks, measures the distance, then moves. To us, it almost seems slow. But every movement is reducing risk. A broken branch, a poor grip, or one careless jump could lead to a dangerous fall. Your iguana isn't climbing randomly, it's constantly planning its next move. From the highest perch, your iguana isn't just resting, it's watching. Every opening in the room, every moving object, every possible escape route. Many prey animals instinctively choose positions that maximize visibility while minimizing surprise. The higher the perch, the fewer blind spots remain. To an iguana, seeing the world first often means reacting before the world reacts to it. Height doesn't just provide comfort, it provides information. Many owners eventually experience this. Their iguana climbs high, then refuses to come down. It's easy to think the animal is being stubborn, but from the iguana's perspective, the higher perch may simply feel safer than the unknown space below. Coming down means giving up visibility, giving up distance, giving up time to react. Until it feels confident that everything below is predictable, remaining high is often the better decision. What looks like defiance may actually be caution. After enough time, something remarkable happens. That favorite perch becomes more than a place to sit. It becomes part of your iguana's mental map, a location associated with warmth, safety, visibility, predictability. Every successful day spent there strengthens that memory. The next time your iguana climbs to the very top of the room, it may not be trying to get away from you. It may simply be returning to the place its mind has already labeled, home. One of the biggest myths about iguanas is that they climb high to dominate everything below. But in nature, height isn't about power. It's about avoiding unnecessary conflict. An iguana doesn't win by fighting every threat. It wins by seeing danger early enough to avoid the fight altogether. This is one of evolution's smartest strategies. The safest battle is often the one that never happens. Here's something fascinating. Your iguana doesn't know it's living in a house. To its brain, the room becomes a landscape. Bookshelves become cliffs. Curtain rods become tree branches. Cabinets become lookout points. Every object is quietly added to a mental map built around one simple question: where will I be safest? Without realizing it, your home has become your iguana's rainforest. Imagine leaving the safest room in your house and walking into a place where you can't see what's around the next corner. That's what climbing down can feel like to an iguana. Lower ground means more blind spots, less time to react, more uncertainty. So before it climbs down, it often pauses, looks, waits, not because it's afraid of the floor, but because it's calculating whether the risk is worth taking. Sometimes, caution looks exactly like patience. The next time your iguana climbs to the very top shelf, don't assume it's trying to get away from you. Instead, ask a different question. Where does it feel safe? Every climb, every pause, every favorite perch tells a story about how this ancient lizard experiences the world. Not through comfort, not through ownership, but through visibility, predictability, and survival. Understanding that changes the way you see every climb. To us, the highest place in the room might just be another shelf, but to an iguana, it can mean safety, awareness, confidence, a place where every movement below is easier to understand. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson these remarkable reptiles can teach us. Sometimes, the smartest way to survive isn't by becoming stronger, it's by finding the best place to see the world. If you enjoyed discovering how reptiles think, don't forget to subscribe to Cold-Blooded Minds, because every reptile behavior hides a story, and we've just begun uncovering them.